Hello there, welcome back. We're already chatting, we're manifesting as we speak. That's
Power
what we're
manifesting.
doing. Now, she's known for staging multi-million-dollar mansions while trying to keep the peace at the Oppenheim Group.
Fresh from filming the latest season of Selling Sunset, Amanza is going to be sharing all the tea for us. But before we chat, let's look back at some of her unforgettable moments.
Hang on. Oh my God! This summer, I almost didn't make it to 47.
I had 2 major spine surgeries, and I lost too much blood.
I like your tattoos. You're welcome.
Great. And Amanza is joining us now on the show. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So you're here in London, but it's not really to promote Selling Sunset. It's because you've got your very own art exhibition.
Yeah, my first solo art exhibition
You must
at
be
Grove
so
Gallery.
proud.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. And so are they hanging pictures as we speak? What can people expect?
As we speak, they're hanging pictures. I actually missed a flight. If anybody who knows me, that's not a shock. I missed a flight, and so I got here a day later.
Yeah.
And then in my studio before I came, I had a massive accident. I spilled a gallon of white paint across 3 of my paintings, and so I sort of had to remodify some of the paintings. So I landed, I went to one of the gallery affiliates' homes, dropped off my art. They had it framed yesterday morning at like 5 a.m. They're hanging it right now.
Oh, they're cool.
And when I leave here, I'm going to touch up anything that's maybe a little bit, you know, wonky.
Needs a little bit of work.
And then back to the hotel to glam for this evening's exhibit at Grove Gallery.
We were just looking at some of the art there, Amanza. Anybody that watches the show has seen your art turn up in the show, and it's quite compelling. There's a lot of colour, there's a lot of energy in these pictures, isn't there?
Yeah, somebody asked me recently what is my inspiration and what goes into one of these paintings, and the best I can come up with, I have ADHD and I have anxiety, and I'm a mother of 2, and so at any given time, I've got about 5,000 different thoughts going through my head. And when I paint, it's the only thing that just completely clears my mind. It's like meditation.
Sure.
So it's very therapeutic. But then when you look at one of my paintings, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in there.
That's why she is the way she is. It's very busy. And it just translates to canvas.
Well, also, some of your day-to-day life is very busy, very hectic, very dramatic too.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the new season?
Well, there's always the fashion.
Yes.
Which we love, which has gone, like, through the roof.
The fashion and the real estate are, like, neck and neck at this point, right?
Yeah.
Everybody ups their game each season. So we've got, and then beautiful real estate.
Yeah.
And then loads of drama.
The drama.
We always have to have drama.
Got to do it.
Wait, do you ever get a bit sort of fed up with the drama, though, Amanza? Because it strikes me that you're probably the calmest in the office.
Thank you.
You tend to be the one that sort of floats about trying to go, hold on, can we all just...
My kids probably wouldn't. I take it home. I go home and I take it out on them. But, yeah, I try to stay as level-headed as possible. It's inevitable that you become a little bit enraptured into the drama at some point because it's just surrounds you. And this season...
That's a picture that we see quite a lot. That picture you're sort of looking, just looking aghast, like going, what did you... That one there. What did you say?
I think, I was like, until you arrived, we were a freaking family. Something along those lines. But, you know, you don't realize how much... You really have drama in your life. You just don't realize it until there's cameras following you 24/7. If you talk a little bit negatively about someone, they usually don't hear it because there's not a camera in your face. And then it comes to life when we film. This season is no different. And I'll give you a little bit. I actually do have a moment where I'm not as calm. And I'm not going to say what it is or when it is, but there is a moment where, and I haven't seen it edited, so I'm excited to sort of see like how it plays out. But I have a very strong opinion about something that somebody says, and I sort of just lose it. And I'm just like...
You go full Amanza.
Yeah. You get a very passionate side of me, like sticking up for a friend, and I'm interested to see how it plays out.
Yeah. But because it's also one of those things, as Ben said, it doesn't come out very often either. And I think that's because of all the life experiences that you've had along the way.
I mean, I'm actually the oldest cast member.
You look amazing.
I'm older than anybody in the office. Jason and Brett are 4 months younger than me. They just had their birthdays, but I'm the oldest in the office. And then I've got 2 kids that I take care of all by myself. So there's so much responsibility that some of this outside noise, it's like I just can't. Yeah. I can't get involved as much as I guess some of the other people.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal to me, certain things.
But also you were so ill as well. You were so poorly and you had that real kind of life and death situation, which I think then puts everything into perspective.
Everything. I came out of the hospital and, you know, when you're told that you would have been dead in 24 to 48 hours, it changes everything. This art, it came after that. Like, I've always enjoyed creating and I've always been a very DIY type of chick. But I was only able to paint for the longest time after I got out of the hospital. I had like an IV still in my arm and I wasn't able to go in public. And so I wasn't really mobile. And I started painting and then I posted about it one day. And then this woman was like, do you want to be a part of my gallery exhibit? I said, yes. And I sold that painting for $18,000. It was my first painting that I ever sold.
You came into the office.
Yeah,
you were like...
I was so excited. And so it was it's one of those things that it wasn't a dream. I never knew that it was a dream. And then now it's like a dream come true that I never knew that I had. And it's just creating and it's therapeutic and people love it. And
it's
so
incredible.
I'm really
What do your
excited.
kids make of the Selling Sunset and the fashion and the drama and stuff? Are they sort of a bit nonplussed by it? Are they like, oh, Mum, can you just calm down a touch?
2 things. I mean, my kids are really close to, you know, Mary and Chriselle. They're like, those are aunties to them.
Yeah.
So when people beef on the show, they don't, it's not cool because my kids are seeing, like Nicole, they were very close to Nicole. And the Nicole and Chriselle thing, you know, my daughter doesn't watch it. She thinks it's cringy.
Okay.
And my 13-year-old son, he had a girlfriend, like a little, you know.
Right. And she
a
loved
13-year-old, whatever that means as far as girlfriend, a couple summers ago. And she liked it. So then he liked it because that made him very cool.
Bit of street cred.
Yeah, street cred for sure. My daughter's friends think it's cool, but I'm just mom. Like, I'm really no different at home than I am at work. Yeah. And so, but they're so proud of me. Like, I got really sweet messages from both of them. When I was leaving to come to do the gallery exhibit, I was really nervous and I was anxious and I had all my paintings and, you know, I missed a flight and they were like, you've got this. We're so proud of you. You're going to be amazing. We can't wait till the people in London see your art. Like, they were just the sweetest messages. So they're so supportive. They're honestly the best kids.
Love that.
Very cute. Well, we hope it's amazing too.
Thank you. Yeah,
I hope it goes really well and enjoy every moment of it.
Thank you.
Thanks for dropping in, Amanza.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Amanda's new exhibition, 404 Humanity Not Found, is showing in the Grove Gallery in London now.
Right then, coming up next, Nick Ferrari and Tim Campbell are going to be here to discuss